Hey, what's up, everyone? Welcome back to a new episode of When You're Delusional, You're Gonna Be on TikTok. I do hope you're gonna enjoy the video, so let's just get into it.
Okay, so you think that because you and your partner never fight, that you are guaranteed to have a healthy, happy, successful relationship that lasts forever, right? I don't know about that. The lack of conflict in relationship is actually pure avoidance. The healthiest, happiest couples that last the longest are the ones that know how to handle their conflict. So the greatest skill needed to having a long-term, healthy, happy relationship is not the things like date nights and dinner parties and vacations and the fact that you have so much in common and love spending time together and do the same things. It's not that you never fight, it's the how you fight. That, my friends, is the key to your success.
Or just don't have the fights. If you have no reason to fight, then don't fight. Don't just pick up fights for the sake of picking fights. But that's exactly what she wants you to do. She's a divorce coach. She's coaching you on how and why you should get a divorce.
Okay, so get this. Married men live longer than single men, but single women live longer than married women. Is that because we're taking care of them to make sure that they live longer, yet we are sacrificing ourselves and completely unhappy so we die earlier? What's the deal with that?
Yeah, nice try. So again, she's pushing for women to get divorced because that's where the happiness is. On average, men live less than women do. In 2023, life expectancy for a man is 81.6 years and for women is 86. In 2021 in US, for men was 73 and for women was 79. So regardless if you were single for the entire life or if you were married for your entire life, at the end, you're still gonna be single. Because chances are you're gonna outlive your husband.
All right, ladies, if you're a stay-at-home mom and your backup plan in case of divorce is your ex-husband is going to pay alimony and child support, listen up. When I filed for divorce for my ex-husband, he was making over $200,000 a year. I kicked him out in October of 2018. He paid me nothing. Nothing. I didn't get anything from him until May of 2019 when the judge issued an emergency order for support. And the court then did a wage garnishment with his employer, which was our family windshield business. So in May of 2019, there was a one-time garnishment of Jake's wages for $3,600. That was the only check that I would ever get in that amount. Because I was months behind in rent, all of that check went to back rent, groceries, gas, and it kept me from being evicted for just a couple more months.
And years later, you're still mad that you couldn't get more from him. You started your story with if your backup plan in case of divorce is alimony and child support, and I don't need to hear anything else. You were left with a house, with a family business, and you're still mad that you couldn't squeeze any more cash out of him.
Ladies, we are decentralizing men from our lives, okay? We're not sitting around waiting for them to pick us. We pick them, if we want to. We are not pick-me girls who change who they are to gain another person's approval. No, we stand in our full authenticity and only choose to be around people who love us for who we are, not for what we can give to them, not for what we can bring to the table, and not for how we make them feel. We are no longer going to mother, fix, or change a man. That is control. So we're not doing that anymore. If you are already in a relationship with a man and you're doing this, then you need to either A, stop, and just accept him for who he is. B, go to therapy and see if you guys can fix things. Or C, get out. You have a whole life ahead of you. And we are no longer becoming exclusive with a man who we hope gets better. We are choosing to be with men who we admire and who we respect. We are no longer mothering them. We do nurture their souls out of the abundance of love that comes out of us because we love and value ourselves. We are living our life, loving ourselves, valuing ourselves, finding our purpose, going on adventures, loving our family, making and creating wonderful friendships. And if other people want to step on the journey with us and walk with us, they can. That'd be great. But if they don't, then they can take their own path.
And that for me is a no-brainer. You go follow your own path and I'm gonna be decentralized right here.
And the only red flag about me is that I'm too good to be true.
And that's why whenever I hear too good to be true, I like to double check and see for myself. And that's you right here, another divorce coach. Life coach and ray of sunshine, I guess, then divorced twice before 30. I wonder what made you to become a divorce coach. Because you can't keep a relationship yourself, or is it that you found a way to make money out of it?
I have been crying since yesterday. My best girlfriend of 6 years broke up with me and skipped out on her lease. She had been living in my back house since January. We obviously didn't sign a lease agreement because she's my best friend and I didn't think she would screw me over like that. Apparently, I was wrong because she met a man in October that she started dating. He got her name tattooed. They got engaged in January and they're getting married in June. He exhibited some major red flags, and so I addressed them with her. He did not like that. Him and I got into it. This was about a month ago. I told him that he had classic narcissistic behavior, and I was very worried for my friend. He was an absolute gaslighting, minimizing, microaggressing me. And so I yelled at him, and I was like, I don't trust you. You're a shady person. I'm concerned for my friend. Poor baby. He is so fragile. He could not handle a powerful woman yelling at him. That for the past month, he has just been stewing on this, even though we had supposedly come to an agreement and squashed this, and I said I would give him a chance. About a week ago, out of nowhere, she started ghosting me. We were fine up until then. And then yesterday she comes and says that she has been just stressed and cannot live like this anymore with the fact that I yelled at her fiance and disrespected him. And therefore, she cannot be friends with me anymore, is going to leave us in the lurch in our back house. I'm not invited to her wedding anymore. I was one of the bridesmaids. He has turned this powerful, radiant woman into like a gray shell of herself. And so I, of course, was crying. Like, I couldn't believe this. It was so shocking to me. I yelled at him again, and to which he replied, very unoriginally, that I needed mental help. Now, guys, I don't know why we're still using this as a diss against somebody. Everybody needs mental help. Everybody needs therapy. It's not a bad thing. It's a great thing. I am a big advocate for mental health. Second of all, I do go to therapy, honey, 2 to 3 times a week, actually. I work on myself very hard. I have a lot of trauma, and so I work on myself very hard. Third of all, this is me going to therapy consistently for 2 to 3 times a week. And you're trying to say that I'm crazy and I need mental help? Oh, honey, you just catch me. Catch me. When I've only been to therapy 1 day that week, I will show you crazy because you have not seen anything yet.
Oh, but he's seen everything he needed to see. He called you crazy, and you're gonna show him how crazy you are. Your only job was to be happy for your friend, and you couldn't even do that. But anyway, let me know what you guys think. This is gonna be the end of the video. As always, I do hope you enjoyed it. Thank you for watching, stay safe, and I will see you in the next one.